once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in. And then a little light from heaven filled my soul. It bathed my heart in love.
Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. I want to look at watermarking for reporting. I am Marvelous Ukoribi, your tutor for today. Let's quickly go to our app. Normally we are using Pixel Lab for our design, for our phone graphics. So go to Pixel Lab, click on it and allow it to load. I'm using a landscape mode, so you can decide to use portraits, but using landscape mode for today's tutorial. So in this tutorial, maybe you are in an event and the photographers has snapped the pictures, even if they snapped with still camera or with phone camera, and it was shared to you for editing to watermark the pictures. The steps are easy. Let's just go over it. First, you need to know the theme of the event. You would like to use the theme of the event, the day of the convention, and possibly the year of the convention for your watermark, depending on what you want to do. So now you come to A. See here, you click here on this A. It will allow you to create a new text. You click on the text and click on edit. It will open your text box for you. You edit it. I want to write the theme of the event. I'll just write this and OK it, and I will duplicate it and edit it and type another one. I'm using the Apostles' Doctrine. The Apostles, I will done this, OK it, and still duplicate it. I'll copy it for another purpose. So I'll edit it and I'll write the doctrine and I will OK it. So now I want to arrange it the way I want it to look like. So I'll change the font of this Apostle to some other font. So when you click on it, you come here under text, you see where you have fonts. You click on it to take you to the list of fonts that automatically that came with the Photoshop. So all you just need to do, go down to the font, click on it and select it. So now you can enlarge it if you want, you can reduce the size if you want. All you just need to do, click on it, click on. Please always note to use this other small circle by the left hand side or by the right hand side, depending on which mode you're using. So I'll increase it that way and position it how I want it. I will also click on this there, or another way to select any of your write-up or image is coming here. You click here, it will give you this option. You click on the one you want to, it will highlight it. You click here again to return it, then scroll down to where you see position. Click on the position. You might want to increase the pixel, and you might want to, you now use this to move the navigation key that you see there to move up and down. So I want to reduce the fonts, so I will come to size, I'll reduce it there. When you click it and hold, it will allow you to reduce. So I will leave it as fonts All right, I'm okay at 23. So I'll position it where I want it to be, down a bit, right, down. I will also position doctrine the way I want it to be. So we'll come here, click on doctrine, go back, and also go to position. I'll click on position and move it to where I want it to be. So I'm okay with that. Now, this is what I needed, but there's something I want to do. I want to make that apostle more bold than others. So I'll still click here, click on apostles, and go to you see where you see style. You click on style and click on capital B. You see that it bolden the apostles, and I tick on OK. So what I will also do is I want to make them become one, so that if I'm changing the color at any time, I change the color of the 3 words. So what I will at this point is I'll click here, I'll click on this, and I will highlight all of them. I'll tick all of them and click on merge. So it will ask me if I really want to merge these objects. It will say you can click on OK. And now note, when you merge it, you cannot edit it again as text. So now you'll be working on it as an object. So let me carry it and keep somewhere else. Let me keep it somewhere. Now there's something I didn't do when we're starting, but we can still do it now, is to change the orientation of the picture editing. Now normally in most cases we use landscape because you snap a number of persons, so we use landscape. So in that case, for you to get the landscape, go to this option down here, the fold one here. It will allow you to click on image size. I'll be using 1800 by the height. I'll be using 1280 and click OK. See that it has changed the orientation to landscape. So I can shift this, I can take it down to where I want it to be. I'll leave it there. Then I'll also bring in the logo of the church, the apostolic church, or you might want to use the logo of the media, the district area assembly media logo. Anyone you want to use, fine. But if you still don't want to bring the logo in, fine. But this is how we can do what we can do to bring in the logo. Remember, you should have the logo of apostolic church inside your phone or in your phone. So I will come to object, I'll come to import. It will take me to locations. I save those pictures. You know your location, so it's for you to go to that location and get the image you want. So my logo is here. I will click on it. It will take me to here, and I will just reduce the size. There are ways you can reduce the size. Either you pick on that big circle to reduce it, or remember I told you can always use your pen here, the navigation pen here, to now you see relative size. Click on it and you can always reduce and increase it how you want it. So depending on what you want, I'm okay with that. I will also have to add text. Example, I'll add TACN Ogoja Media. Alright, I'm okay with that. So I want to make it bold, so I will go to style, click on style, click on bold. It will bolden it. I will also want to do some things. I want to do some line spacing. I'll click on this and reduce it anyhow you want it to look like. So now I want to reduce the font a bit so it can match with the logo here. So you notice that when you reduce the fonts, the line spacing you did will also reduce. So I'll still go back to that line spacing and increase it a bit. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I'll also make it to align well. So I'll click on it, reduce it a bit. I'm okay with that 23 font 23. So I'll place it where I want it to be. So I'm okay with that. So now I want the logo to always be at the top right corner. So I will take it down also to that place so I can make the changes I need. I will go to position and shift it. So you can always position it any to your text. So I'm okay with that, but I'll still make the text go down a bit. So I will use position and drop down the text a bit. All right, so now I don't want these things to be moving anyhow. So what I will do is I will click here and click on this key that is here. Now when you lock those things, if you touch on it, it will not touch. So I fix. Then another thing I might want to add is maybe, let's say, I might add the year of the event. So I'll add text, edit it, and say 26, and I'm done with it. I can duplicate it and edit it for another thing. I'll say Ogoja Major Convention. Major Convention. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So I'll click OK and I'll take it this way. Let me keep them here and do what I want to do for now. When I'm done, I'll take it to the exact position I need it. So now I want to make that 26 more bold. So I'll click on style, I'll click on bold, I'll click OK. I'll also reduce the font size of this major convention. So I'll go to size. I'll reduce the size from here. I'll use let's say 23. So I'll pick it and keep where I want it to be. There is some other thing I will also add is an object. So I'll come here, go to shapes. So it will automatically give you a rectangle or a square shape. You reduce it the way you want it to look like, and I'm okay with this. So I'll now take it to where I want it to be. I'll position it where I want it to be. So that it's long, but let me reduce it by going to relative size. See, I have option of height, so I will reduce the height to, let's say, 8 for now, and let's position it well. Okay, I'm okay with this. All right, I'll still drag it down a bit, so I'll go to position and say take it down a bit, and I'm okay with that. Okay, now I also want to bring this 26 closer a bit. So I'll go to position. I'll reduce it a bit before I start moving that 26, and I'm okay with that. So now, having this, I want to now change it, I want to mesh it so that it become one. So I'll still go here and click here and click all of them, select all of them, and click on mesh. Okay it, so it becomes one now. So I can carry it to the location I want it to be. You can always reduce it so that it will not be too big. Maybe it will not be closing people's faces, eyes, and all those kind of things. So you always have to make your watermark small, not big, that it will cover up so many space. So I'll also reduce the theme, also reduce the size of the theme to let's say I'll use 14 or 13. Okay, I'm okay with 13. So I'll shift it, I'll position it where I want it to be permanently. So I'll leave it there. I'm okay with that. So now I have these three things I want to use in watermarking the picture of this event. So the next thing I'll do is I'll lock all of them. I'll make sure all of them are locked. So I'll lock these two. Now I will come here to the right hand side down here and select transparent, because I want it to be on the transparent. Now when you select transparent, you can save it as PNG and send to another person who will also be using phone to edit. So this person will not be passing through all these steps. Person on is bring in picture and watermark. But in this case, I will use this. Then I'll go to object. I will import the picture of the event. So let's say let me go to the picture of the events. I'll get this picture of the events. All right, I'll pick this. Let's say I want to pick this. Okay, sorry, let me pick the image. You know the locations where those pictures were snapped to. Just go there and pick one of them. So it will take you to the screen. You click OK. Now note something, you can drag this image, you can play with it around. So for easy access, you see this dot that is big, this big circle on the image, you click there and drag. It will allow you. Now see what happened. It's not covering the whole workspace. You still have to increase it so that it will take where you want it to take, depending who you want, who you are targeting to show in the image. You set it to that person, and when you set it, now observe that the write-up you did is behind this picture. So in that case, what you do is click here, and now there are ways you can press down. You see these 8 dots by the left of that image. You press and hold it. It will give you option to move it down. You can take it down to the end. Then observe that all this watermark comes up. Now another thing I want to, you can also, if you don't use that pattern, to get it done, there is another pattern. When you click on the image that you just imported, you come to this option level, you will see to back. Here you click on to back, it will take that image to back. Now just watch this option. If you watch that this guy, the watermark we have here, the name of the this thing has covered this face. So you try up your possible best that your watermark does not cover people's face. If it must be in that location, then you need to reshape that image to a better location. So then you can now click on save as project. Now there are other functions you might want to add. Maybe you want to increase the brightness of the picture or all those kind of a thing. When you click on the picture, you always note that you highlight the picture here and you scroll down to color filters. You see different kinds of filter there. You can increase, you can decrease where necessary, increase brightness or decrease brightness where necessary. If the picture is too bright, you can always decrease the brightness. If it is too dark, you can always increase the brightness. You can increase or reduce saturation to the text you want, and when you finish you click OK, and you can save the image. You can save it as image. When you click on save as image, it gives you options. Now under format, you click on it, save it, click on JPG, you come to custom, you take very high, and you click on save to gallery and allow it to save. Your image, your picture editing will save. Now other ones, now all you just need to do is click on this image, delete it, import another one, and keep importing. You will not need to go over and start writing the apostles' doctrine, this and that. You have already done that watermark. So all you just need to do is bring picture in, take the picture to the back, and change color if it is necessary, and you save your work. And that's all you have for your event watermark, photo watermark. Thank you, and God bless you for